strongly supports sending new convoy to Gaza. 6. Breaking the Gaza 3-year siege required a comprehensive support. Therefore, humanitarian aid should be backed by legal and political support. As today discussed during the morning session, I would like to refer to some legal and political actions. In addition to humanitarian aid, I would suggest the legal and judiciary aspects of this incident, like naval piracy in international waters, killing unarmed people on board, using forbidden weapons in Gaza, should be considered. It is needed to ask the governments to follow up strongly such crimes at international and national courts, inviting all legal unions and NGOs entities worldwide to take legal action to remove the siege and free the defenseless people of the Gaza Strip. Trial and judicial prosecution and punishment of Zionist rulers are necessary. Israel must be punished for massacre is committed in Gaza and in Freedom Flotilla aid ships. Despite the international community outrage over Gaza aid flotilla attack, unfortunately we saw the USA had declined to condemn Israel for this offensive. If the UN had adopted a severe stand against the crimes and atrocities of the Zionists in the past, the regime would not have dared to commit new crimes such as targeting Gaza-bound flotilla. International organization, mainly the United Nations, has failed to seriously deal with the crimes and atrocities of the Zionist regime. If the UN Security Council wants to preserve its stance and position, it should know that now is the time of a big test, and the Council must show that it does not issue a resolution only based on the will of the US and the other veto members. Despite the shortcomings of the international organizations, I would suggest the political and international aspects for the Gaza should be continued and considered. Imposition of the tougher sanction on Zionist regime by Islamic nations and severing diplomatic relations with this regime. Second, suspending membership of the regime in the international and regional organization. Third, urging the UN chief to pave the way for execution of the Goldstone judge report. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Iran, due to the nationwide support, attaches the extreme importance to the Gaza crisis. After the attack on the flotilla, government has taken immediate political action. The Iran government called on the UN Security Council and on the Organization of the Islamic Conference, OIC, to hold emergency session and take swift action against Zionist regime for attacking Gaza aid convoy. Issuing a statement, Foreign Ministry of Iran condemned the Zionist regime in this regard. Iran calls on the Muslim and Arab states to take unified and powerful stance against the Zionist regime. Iran has called the United Nations Security Council to issue a resolution about the Zionist fatal attack on the peace flotilla. As you know, at the beginning of the siege of Gaza, Iran has tried to send its first humanitarian aid by ship to the Gaza, and now is preparing to send another new ship to the Gaza people. Thank you very much, Excellency.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Now I would like to call upon the fourth speaker, His Excellency Dr. Ahmad Salim Saleh Al-Wahishi, Chief Representative of the League of Arab States Mission in New Delhi.
Dr. Muhammad Mahathir bin Mohamad, Chairman of the Berdana Global Peace Organization, Datin Baduka Siri Rosma Mansour, wife of the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Her Excellency Ambassador Serba Ataya, Ambassador of Turkey to Malaysia, His Excellency the Deputy Head of the Syrian Arab Republic Mission in Malaysia, Dr. Daulat Obaidi, Deputy Head of Mission of the Embassy of Iran, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, peace on you, upon you. I would like first of all to thank the organizers for extending the invitation for the Arab League to be with you here today, attending the Global Peace Conference on breaking the siege on Gaza under the title Spirit of Rachel Corrie and Marmara. Particularly deep thanks to Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad sponsoring this organization and the conference. I am speaking to you on behalf of His Excellency Amr Musa, the Secretary General of the League of Arab States, who mandated me to take part in your conference today and express solidarity with the Palestinian people in this very important event. It is true we are discussing the attack on the flotilla, Freedom Flotilla, which in 2009, when Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad visited Cyprus and initiated the idea to break the siege and send flotilla with humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people, particularly in Gaza Strip. The recent brutal attacks by Israeli on the Freedom Flotilla, in which 9 peace activist participants who were on a humanitarian mission heading towards Gaza, which is under siege by Israeli occupation authorities, were killed. This event have sparked global outrage. The attacks have been condemned by the United Nations as well as the Arab League and the international community at large, which will enhance solidarity with the Palestinian people and with the national Palestinian unity, as was mentioned by that in